Welcome back to Surviving and Thriving, where we share with you the things that we have learned as we have transitioned our family from struggling to survive disease to thriving, right smack dab in the midst of it, in the hopes that something that we share with you will help you, enlighten you, and encourage you as you transition your family from struggling to survive disease to thriving, right smack dab in the midst of it. Have you ever felt like you were giving your all to what you're going through, to getting better? You're giving it everything that you got, and what you're giving it is not enough. That you're giving it your all, and it's just not enough. It's okay, baby girl. And it's just not enough. We all feel that a lot. We all go through that a lot. I think everybody goes through that multiple times in their lifetime. But when you're overcoming health challenges, disease, sickness, illness, you can feel that a lot, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit today. Okay, we're going to just get in there a little bit and discuss that a little bit. How do you deal with that when you're giving your all and it's not enough? You're giving your all and you're not getting the results that you're looking for. Well, there's a couple things that I would suggest that you do when you experience that, and things that I have done and how I've handled it in my lifetime, right? So, and it's not going to be in a set order, but I'm going to give it to you. You have to look at what is it that you're doing, right? When I see that things, I'm giving it my all and things are not getting the results that I want, I have to first of all evaluate, right? What is it that I'm trying to do? Where is it that I'm trying to go? And is my goal a realistic goal, right? Also, I have to look at it and see what I'm trying to do. Am I doing the right things? Because sometimes you can be giving your all and you're not getting the results that you need because you're giving your all to the wrong things. You're giving your all but not doing the right things to get the result that you want. Sometimes you can be giving your all and doing something and you're getting different results, but these aren't the results you're looking for. You might be getting breakthroughs in these areas, but you're really focusing on that area. So you're doing the right thing for that, but not the right thing for this. So you need to make sure that what you're doing is the right thing for the goal that you are going for. That's really important. Another thing I have to look at when I find that for me, and I would advise for you to look at too as well, is that sometimes you can be giving your all the wrong way, right? So a lot of that deals with consistency as well, which is another thing I will talk about. But you can be giving your all the wrong way. You can be doing the right things, but in the wrong manner. Sometimes you can be taking herbs, you can be taking vitamins, but you can be taking it at the wrong time or in the wrong way or at the wrong dosage amount. You can be taking too little. You can be taking too much. So you need to make sure that if you are doing the right thing, that you're doing the right thing in the right way. Another thing, like I mentioned, was consistency. You got to look at the consistency of it. There are some things, if you take these herbs, eat this certain way, do this certain program or regimen for 3 to 6 months, within that 3 to 6 months time, they'll tell you, some people get results in 3 months, some people in 6, but within 3 to 6 months, you should get the results you're looking for, right? Sometimes it could be a year, 2 years, depending on what your situation is. Well, the first thing, let me tell you about that, is that they can tell you 3 to 6 months for this certain thing. You can read stuff and it can say 3 to 6 months for this certain thing, right? But you need to know exactly where you're starting at and where you're starting from, right? Because a person can be deficient, say, in magnesium, and they're taking magnesium for a year and they get good results, but someone could have such a deficiency, and at the rate that they're taking it, it'll take them 2 years to get it. So you need to know that the right thing you're doing the right way for what you need to take it for, and when is the correct time to expect results for that, for your situation, not the broad and general situation for everybody else. So make sure you're doing the right thing at the right doses for the right amount of time to start expecting results, because so you need to know where your body is. The other thing is that you can be taking the right things, doing the right things, right, and doing it the right way, but you're not consistent enough in it. So you can say, they can tell you 3 to 6 months you'll get those results, but you're not being consistent in it. Your consistency may be, and you may think, well, I'm being consistent, I do it maybe 4 out of the 7 days of the week. Well, you really need to be doing it 7 out of the 7 days of the week, right? So you need to know what the consistent pattern for you to be able to do it in. Sometimes your consistency, you can say, well, I'm consistently taking it, right? But your consistency could be, I took it 3 times this week, 1 time the next week, I did it 7 days the week after that, and then the next week I did it 4 times. You're consistently inconsistent. You're consistent in the fact that you're doing it and you're trying and you're going for it, right? But you're inconsistent in the fact that you're not doing it on the daily regimen that you need to be doing it in. Some things you may not have to do every day. Some days it may just be 3 times a week, but you need to be consistent for whatever it is that you're doing, what the requirements are to require consistency in that, to get the results that you're looking for, right? Sometimes you can be doing everything the right way. You can have the right goal. It's realistic, right? You're right on point with everything that we've talked about, and you're still not getting the results that you're looking for. Sometimes it could just be you haven't done it long enough. So you need to look and evaluate, right? Have I done this long enough? Do I need to be doing this much longer? Even when you've done all of that, you still at times may not be getting the results that you need, and it can be a lot discouraging. Don't be discouraged. I'm going to tell you what I do, right? You have to put prayer and action together, right? You got to marry the spiritual and the natural. They need to marry. They need to work together in tandem, right? In unity. So you declare, right? You decree. You have your affirmations. You're praying. You're asking God. You're sowing your seed. You're just doing everything that you know to do. You're fasting. Whatever it is that you need to do in the spirit realm to get the spiritual power to bring about what it is that you're trying to get, right? So you're calling those things that are not as though they were. And while you're doing all of that, you got to put in the work. You got to marry the two. Prayer alone can work, but doesn't always get you what you want. I know that sounds bad. Prayer works, God works, right? But sometimes you got to put action to it. Sometimes the action works, right? But sometimes it doesn't work by itself. You need to marry the two. They got to work together. So you got to pray and work at the same time, right? Also, there's times when I've done everything. I'm doing all that I can do. I'm looking at everything. I'm searching out everything, and I'm still confused. I don't understand what's going on. Why am I not getting the results? What is this thing that I'm fighting? Is it that I think it's this, but it's not this? What is this, you guys? I always seek out and ask God, reveal to me what's going on. Illuminate the darkness. Lord, what is this? Show me. Because, I'm doing all of this and I'm not getting the results. And I start seeking God. And I start praying, and I'm really talking to God day in and day out. We're really discussing this thing. And I got to tell you, every single time, He illuminates the darkness. He shows me what it is. He brings it across my path, and I get to see what it is. Now, here's the thing about that, right? When you see what it is, sometimes it may be simple. Bam, you're in and out. Hey, thank you, Jesus, got my answer. Everything's all good. Sometimes you're going to find out what it is, and it ain't going to be what you want it to be. And you might not like it, right? But know that He's going to walk you through whatever it is. He always walks me through whatever it is. I have a relationship with Him, and the Lord takes care of me. And I depend on Him a lot. So those are things that I do, you guys, that I will share with you when you are doing all that you can and you're still not getting the results that you feel that you should be getting. Here's one thing that's really, really important about this, right? Don't give up. Don't give up. Sometimes you just gotta stand until some things change. Sometimes you just gotta stand until circumstances change, till different things become available to you. Sometimes you just have to stand and believe and work, and stand and believe and work. But whatever you do, be encouraged and don't be discouraged. Never ever give up. There's no hope in giving up. There's no chance and opportunity. There's no anything and giving up. If you give up, it's done. That's it, right? What you dread will come upon you. So you have to fight. You have to stand. You have to get to a place where you know that there is no quitting you, right? And you're going to fight and you're going to stand no matter what. And in all things, you got to do what you can do at the level in which you can do it. Sometimes you may not have all the answers, but you can do enough to help you to maintain. Or whatever it is that you're doing, it is working for you, whether you know it or not. Sometimes it just takes a little while to be able to see it. So I hope something in there was helpful for you. Sharing with you what I've learned over the years and what works for me. In all things, remember, do you, be you. Until next time, bye.